Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wonderland Weekly, hosted by Toronto Ty. Now sit back and enjoy the show. Thank you, and have a wonderful week.
Hey everyone, Toronto Ty here. I hope you like the new voice for the intro here. So, we are here on September 29th, the first day of Camp Spooky and Halloween Haunt. Unfortunately, I have to work later today, so I won't be able to be here for Haunt today. But let's check out the cemetery as best as we can. Music seems extremely loud this morning, but not sure what that's about. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. You got, this daredevil guy coming on a motorcycle out of the coffin, heading through one of the rings here. That's pretty cool. Gargoyles, all the coffins, or caskets if you prefer. The haunt house, of course, is here. Jack. Looks like they got a plushie in this cage here. That's really weird. Not sure what that's about. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Haunt. I won't be able to be here for it next week either, just because of with Thanksgiving. But I'll be here as soon as I can to check everything out, including all the shows and everything. So, until then, this is about as much Haunt as you're gonna get. So, I know it was a bit of a running joke that, they didn't get the stairs done, and I kept waiting for it to happen. They finally poured the concrete for the stairs down on this side of the tunnel. So, hooray! So here at Windseeker's exit, as you can see, they have expanded the fence and dug that right side footer. So the ground is all prepped there. They had to, it seems they had to pull back part of the fence here next to the lake, which is interesting. But, then they've got the rebar cages here in the water. Does not look like they actually poured the concrete. Well, clearly they have not poured the concrete for those ones yet. But yeah, as Coaster Circuits pointed out, I believe on Twitter, these supports get shockingly close to Vortex. I was rewatching the POV and everything, and man, it gets super close there. So as I pointed out with my voiceover last week, this section of track that appears to be the pullout from the first drop, and now it looks like they've got the other pieces of the first drop here as well, including the supports here, the support columns, and right here you've got the actual drop section, which is super cool. So obviously they're going to be moving forward. They're getting everything here on the ground ready so that they can do that all really quickly, I'm sure. And who knows, maybe by next week they'll have the entire lift hill and first drop done. I can't say, but it's going to be done before the end of the season, which is really awesome. So last week I pointed out that the ground here was all flattened out, and I thought that it was so that they could do work in the lake, but it looks like they flattened out this whole patch of land so that they could put the crane here, which totally makes sense. So it, I'm assuming, is already in place. This is the spot that they're going to have it when they put the rest of the pieces up for the lift and first drop. Alright, so let's try to figure out what order these go in. This is obviously the top of the first drop. Then you got this piece here, which will flatten you out before you reach that piece behind there, which is straight down. That's the 90-degree part. And then you hit this curved section here, which will be the pull-out into the tunnel. Really cool. All the pieces right here, ready to go. So over here by Mindbuster's exit, you really can't see too much. I mean, you can kind of see the track sections back there, for the first drop. But speaking of things that you can't see, out by the behemoth storage area, there really wasn't too much change other than some stuff being brought into the park. They still have the last lift section as well as the top of the lift over there, and just a bunch of new cars are getting in the way because Wonderland, I think, like rents out their parking lot or something during the off season to the car dealerships. But yeah, and the rebar cages that were over there, they've now gone missing. So I guess they must have brought them all inside the park. I don't know, kind of odd. Well, I found the rebar cages. They are over here next to Major Mackenzie Drive in this empty, I guess this is a parking lot, next to the employee lot, just on the other side of Leviathan. So that's pretty interesting. I guess they moved them over here because of all the new cars that they have over on the other side. So still a really, really awesome view of Yukon Striker here next to King and Trader, but not much else has changed. They still have, I think, the same amount of these walls here, and, you know, just all the other pieces here on the ground. It's possible that they've been doing more groundwork and stuff that's not really visible, but as far as I can tell, like, they haven't really done much here. I'm guessing that they're really focusing on getting that first drop done. So I thought I would take this opportunity just to remind you guys about the contest. You guys suggest a thumbnail image, either themed to Yukon Striker or Winterfest. Give me those three details: background image, characters, and text. And yeah, I'll select the winner in a couple weeks. So keep sending those emails in. I'll put the email address in the description below, just as a reminder. So I know I said that would be about all the haunt coverage that you get, but of course I can check out these scare zones during the day. This is one of the new ones, or the only new one for this year, Wicked Hollow. So as you can see, you got like a teapot looking house here, all sorts of different woodland themed houses to hold all the pixies and other woodland creatures here. So pretty nice. Yeah, I really like the design of these things. They look really good. So it is now fall, and that means it's getting colder out. So they got this Gourmet Hot Chocolate stand out here. I don't believe it was here for the rest of the season. But yeah, really, really cool. And of course, getting more haunt stuff visible throughout the park. This show, Devil Circus, yeah, I haven't seen it before. I guess I missed it last year, because I don't think that it's new this year, right? Devil Circus, yeah, it's really, really, they've got this huge spike thing here, and I guess like a water tank back here. So I guess they have like some dive elements to it. I'll be sure to check this out when I come for Haunt in a couple weeks. I know this is probably a pretty unpopular opinion, but you know, Firehawk is closing at Kings Island. That was recently announced. It's closing at the end of this season. They're Vekoma Flying Dutchman. I have to say, as odd as it may seem, I would rather go on Time Warp than Firehawk, and I wouldn't like to go on either. But I'm just saying, a good riddance to Firehawk. It was no fun. I did not enjoy it at all. So it seems that they have moved Ghostly Pines over, so now it is right here in front of Backlot Cafe as opposed to being in front of Time Warp. I don't know if you know, maybe they just thought with Time Warp being there, it was just too scary. But I mean, you still have Flight Deck right here, so this is a pretty terrifying section right here. Oh, the puns. The Graves family. Sharon Graves, Mark Graves, Doug Graves, and Barry Graves? Yes. Still some more tombstones here for ghostly finds that need to be set up. Hopefully they can get that done, you know, before Haunt starts tonight, but I couldn't tell you. So I don't remember this Jackolantern Face being here on the globe inside World Expo or Action Zone being here before, but it's really, really cool. I like it. And then they've got bats overhead here. I know that last year I think they had spiders and spider webs and all that, but cool to see them mixing it up since they've got spiders over at under Vortex as well. Some of these bats definitely look better than some other ones. Because everything has to be pumpkin spice, they've got a pumpkin spice funnel cake. Woo! The Ogre. I know he's at a few different Cedar Fair parks, but I still love this guy. And if they could have more creatures like this, that would be awesome. So Wonderland, if you're listening, please build more of these animatronic creatures. So out here in front of Wonderland Theater, you can see they've got the plague area already out here. They got the these mummified bodies here on these wagons, and this some plague rats here, of course, and this little place to burn the bodies. Fun times. I believe this lights up at night. Sink the Jerk, always a fun little game here in Medieval Fair during Haunt. You can see they've got the chair up there ready, and the bullseye over here. The interesting thing is that the bullseye is no longer in the water. It used to be floating out over the lake, but now it's over here, and they've got a clearly marked line that you have to stand behind in order to throw the ball, try to hit the target, and sink the jerk. So that's just kind of interesting. Not sure why they changed it, but they also added this little owl guy over here. So as I pointed out at the end of last season, they've got this really, really cool photo op here in Medieval Fair next to the Dairy Queen, where you get to lay in a coffin and get your picture taken, which is really, really cool. Yeah, and they've got the Halloween Haunt sign overhead. So they got the stage for the vampire disco set up over here, and I guess you dance all around this area. Pretty interesting. I'm definitely going to have to check it out tonight, but I believe they have one in Kidsville for the kids during the day, so maybe we'll go check out that silent disco. They've got a pretty cool repurposing of the body dryer. Now it's the Hades Inferno 3-minute body heater. It's kind of interesting, so I guess if you wanted to do that during Haunt, you can. Alright everyone, so for this week's trivia time, we're looking at Lumberjack, the new ride for 2018 here at Canada's Wonderland. And I want you to let me know in the comments below, what other Cedar Fair park has the same model of ride, and what is its name at that other park? If you can let me know that in the comments below, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. So as I pointed out last week, they've got Trick or Treat all set up here. They've got the doorbells working, so when you ring them, it makes different sounds, and apparently even sends out some smoke, which is pretty cool. Yeah. Excuse you. Alright everyone, so we're checking out the final scare zone here. Carnival. Really, really cool here in front of Thunder Run. You know, they've got the carnival lights overhead, string lights, and all sorts of different props and things around here, as well as this terrifying giant clown face, which was here for a maze back when clowns at midnight took over Crashing Wagons, or Kraschenwagen, if you want to pronounce it in the original German. Oh my, it's getting bright. Well, anyway, that about does it for this week, though. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. And once again, support me on Patreon if you can. I don't run ads on my videos. If you see any ads, it's just due to copyrighted content. So I have not made a single cent from this, and I still won't, even if you do support me on Patreon. That's just going to be going toward recouping the cost of keeping this channel going. Look forward to the channel trailer coming tomorrow. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like the video, comment with anything you'd like me to cover in the future, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and support me on Patreon so that I can visit more parks and create more wonderful videos.